Governor Janet Mills says she has not been in touch with the Trump administration regarding that ICE operation that is underway.
This morning, she spoke to the media for the first time since this operation began, and political reporter Jackie Mundry was at that press conference with the governor today. And Jackie, what was her message to people here in Maine about this insurgence of ICE in our state?
Kathleen, John, Governor Mills was pretty calm this morning during her press conference. She actually didn't come in with prepared statements like she typically does in a press conference. She jumped right to the question and answer portion of this statement. But she did say that she does not agree with these ICE operations happening here in Maine, and she called them disruptive for Maine families and calling the officers, quote, secret police, adding that Maine State Police don't have to hide their faces when they conduct arrests. Mills, as many of you know, is a former prosecutor and the former state attorney general. I asked her about the Trump administration's sweeping power. We first reported last night that ICE officers are entering people's homes without a warrant.
If they have warrants, show the warrants. In my experience, you've got to get a judicial warrant to arrest somebody, and it's not automatic. In America, we don't believe in secret arrests or secret police.
Mills was also asked about a bill that she is allowing to become law without her signature as of last legislative session that would limit local law enforcement's cooperation with ICE as it relates to immigration, arrests, and things like this. And although that bill does not officially become law until mid-July, Mills says that Maine State Police and other local agencies are not cooperating with ICE during this operation.
And Jackie, before you go, we know the governor isn't the only state official speaking out today about this issue. Senator Angus King also talking with the media today.
What were his concerns about ICE actions here in Maine?
Yeah, Senator Angus King says he has a lot of questions. He says he's been in touch with mayors in Maine's biggest cities, Portland, Lewiston, and Biddeford, to learn a little bit about what's happening there. And Senator King, he has a lot of questions, like I said, and he's calling those arrested He's concerned about the Trump administration calling those arrested the, quote, worst of the worst criminals in Maine. He's also concerned about the memo that allows federal immigration officers to go into someone's home without a warrant. He called that blatantly unconstitutional. As this all unfolds in Maine, in Washington, the Senate will be debating and voting on a Department of Homeland Security government funding bill next week. That bill just passed the House a little more than an hour ago.
There's some pretty heavy negotiations about the DHS bill that will put some restraint and some additional conditions on the activities of ICE. One of the further complicating factors is that there was a huge funding of ICE in the big, beautiful bill last summer. So it's not clear, if we don't pass the budget next week, they still may have the money to operate.
Between Mills and King, we learned a little bit more today, but a lot of questions still remain, and it's worth noting that both Governor Mills and Senator King have not been in touch with any ICE officials on this matter. Live in Portland, I'm Jackie Mundry for Maine's Total Coverage.